Let's go in depth on who will not be attending the speech and what that could mean for them and their party and for President Trump. We start with Florida Representative Frederica Wilson. Here's what she had to say yesterday on CNN.
To go would be to honor the president, and I don't think he deserves to be honored at this time. After being so hateful towards Black people and then Black countries, he has brought the White House to the lowest, and I don't think he needs to be honored with my presence.
All right, here to break this down and to take a look at some of the attendees who are not lawmakers is former Texas Congressman Tom DeLay. He was House Majority Leader. He is author of the book Revival, Revolution, and Rebirth. Tom, welcome to the show. Good to have you visiting. Appreciate it.
Great day to be on your show.
It is a great day to have you on here. What does it mean, Tom? You have been in these situations. What does it ultimately mean to have lawmakers from the other party boycott the president's speech?
Well, it means that they have no respect for our Constitution or our way of life or our institutions. It's not about Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. The State of the Union of all things is where the entire government comes together. Mm-hmm. You have the Joint Chiefs of Staff, you have the Supreme Court, you have the Cabinet, you have the House and the Senate, and you have the President who is there representing the presidency of the United States. So it just shows you, I mean, it just shows you when Maxine Waters says her being present honors the president, it makes me laugh. The whole list are a bunch of irrelevant congressmen that are playing to their constituencies back home, and frankly, they're making fools of themselves.
Tom, hi, good to see you again. And question for you, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg isn't going either. Now, she, I think, is going to be somewhere else, supposedly giving a speech. But, it's just amazing, that kind of polarization. Don't you think this offers the president a great opportunity to show that he can be a statesman and he can be the kind of voice who brings folks together tonight?
You're absolutely right, Lan. I hope he doesn't tweet about these people. I hope he doesn't tweet Ginsburg. I hope he plays it all above all the shenanigans that are going on and will go on, including putting illegal immigrants into the gallery. All that, he needs to rise above it all and appear presidential and show some leadership and statesmanship, as you say.
Well, I number one, I completely agree with you, and I can be critical of the president sometimes and his behavior. As people who watch the program know. But here it gets interesting because Charles Blow over at the New York Times, columnist for the New York Times, yesterday basically said, if anybody tells me, if somebody comes on TV and says this man is normal, if this man is presidential, he's going to turn the TV off because he's going to consider them liars, and he said it's not something I want to hear. So while I hear what you're saying, Tom, it seems to me that these dozen Democrats who are boycotting the speech and Judge Ginsburg, who is boycotting the speech, aren't interested. The man could get up there and be the second coming, and they don't care. I don't think they want him to be. They don't care for it. And I think it points to a profoundly deep problem that we have in America today and in our political process. You wrote a book, Revival, Rebirth, Revolution. I mean, how do we get to? How do we heal this, Tom? Is there a way around this, or do we just have to wade across this really muddy, swift river?
No, you got to wade through it. Our country is divided, and we all know that, and it's reflected in those that are getting elected. The difference here is the Democrats. They scream bipartisanship. My definition of the Democrats, who I tried to work with the entire time I was in leadership, 12 years, and they just kept biting my fingers off. their definition of bipartisanship is to buy into their partisanship. If you give them anything and everything that they want, then they might return your phone calls. So that's just the hand that's been dealt us, and I think it over the years has hurt the Democrat Party more than the Republican Party. I mean, look at all the wins that we've had over the last few years. We didn't win the presidency in Obama, but while Obama was president, we won state legislatures, governors, local officials, all kinds of seats, and are still winning. So the point is the way I would do it, and is just ignore them.